Hey guys, welcome back. It's me, Epix What If, and today we have the Chapter 5, Episode 5, whatever you want to call it, to What If Naruto Had Abandoned the Hidden Leaf Village. We continue our story with the third Hokage sitting down with Jiraiya, Orochimaru, and Axiom. Well, let's get into it. The third Hokage asks the group, "So, what do we know of this masked man that Kabuto spoke of?" "Well, my spies have told me about a certain masked man that hangs around the group, the Akatsuki. From what I heard, he is a new member. I've heard his name is Toby, but I haven't heard anything about him being Madara. And I don't know any other masked men around the Akatsuki or anywhere else who could potentially be Madara Uchiha." Axiom looked at Jiraiya and asked, "Wait, Toby, is that short for something, Jiraiya-sensei?" Jiraiya looked confused and said, "Well, not that I know of. Why? Is something bothering you, Axiom?" Axiom nodded, signaling he was concerned of something, but Jiraiya didn't ask him any more questions. He thought Axiom will tell him when he feels the time is right. Orochimaru then spoke up with, "Well, I don't think Kabuto is lying. He's too much of a proud man. He would take any chance to get one up, trust me on that. But still, he's not the smartest of the bunch. He could easily be fooled into believing someone is Madara Uchiha. Doesn't look at the logic side of things, shall we say. The kid thought he could kill me when I slept. What a dumb fool he was. But still, to think somebody's planning against us." The meeting went on for a while, with all of them talking about different things, until somebody came in the room and everybody's attention was on them. This person provided them with some information on Toby and the Akatsuki and their current happenings, and left. Somewhere else in the village, well, what's happening? Naruto and Sasuke were having a bit of a spar, and initially both of them were somewhat evenly matched. Naruto then used a Gale Palm to create some distance between him and Sasuke, which definitely worked. Gave him about a second before Naruto used the Phoenix Flower Jutsu, which surprised Sasuke, who quickly used a Mud Wall Jutsu to try and defend against the Phoenix Fire Jutsu, which barely worked, to be honest. Sasuke just quickly dodged the area and used a Fireball Jutsu to try and get Naruto off guard. The moment the fireball connected with Naruto, Naruto puffed up into a plume of smoke and then popped up underneath Sasuke using the Headhunter Jutsu and catching Sasuke on the ground. Sasuke looks at Naruto and says, "Damn it, I knew you were up to something. I should have known you'd try something stupid like this." Naruto replied with a smile, "Well, it was stupid, but it got you, so who's dumber?" "Damn it, you fool. You've only been gone for 2 years and now you can take me down on the ground. I must say I've not been focusing as hard as I used to on my training." Naruto then perked up. "Speaking of focusing, I know you're there, Sakura. Come out." From the trees, Sakura came, looking nervous. "How did you see me?" When Sakura came out, Sasuke's smile quickly disappeared from his face, giving him a more of the emo look that we all knew from the original, I say. "Well," Naruto then replied with, "Well, let's see. Was it the pink hair, the red clothes, in the green forest, or was it the big forehead reflecting like a mirror?" Sakura looked a bit annoyed, but quickly said that she came there for Naruto's forgiveness. Naruto asked what for, and Sakura told him because she told the elders what had happened during the mission, which caused the elders to banish Naruto. Naruto looked a bit puzzled initially and then laughed and saying, "Oh, you're still hung up on that? Well, it doesn't really matter now, does it? The elders have wanted me gone for ages. You were merely an excuse. Don't think you actually did something important there. They just found an excuse in you and kicked me out of the village. I really don't think you mattered much there, Sakura. And honestly, it was for the best. I found a nice place out of here, and everyone respects me there, so I suppose you win some, you lose some." Sakura then looked a bit happy and looked at Sasuke and said, "Sasuke, will you forgive me now? Sasuke simply replied with a
No, I will never forgive you. You betrayed your team when you reported Naruto. You will never be forgotten by me. Forgotten by me. Now leave us alone, you useless twerp.
Maybe he doesn't say that, but he does tell her to leave them alone. Naruto simply looks at Sasuke and says, well, that was harsh. Sakura has already left by now. Honestly, I can't stand the woman. She's as annoying as anyone, man. Oh, Sasuke, would you please forgive me? I really didn't mean to. Can you believe the woman? She's been on it for 2 fucking years. When will she get the hint that I don't really like her? I suppose someday she'll learn. Anyway, ready for round 5? Sasuke smiled, looked at Naruto and said, oh, I'm gonna win this one. And they both continued for round 5. After the short meeting of Axiom, the third Hokage, Orochimaru and Jiraiya puffed up out of there. Axiom and Orochimaru stood up for some fresh air, and then they went back in for the meeting of the Kages. Now the Kages had a very short meeting discussing their plans and this new suspicious masked man who claims to be Madara Uchiha apparently, and what they're going to do about him. The third Hokage told them about Tobi and the Akatsuki, and they decided that they will take some action on them in another date. For now, they needed to return to their villages and of course decide who is to be the Chunins from this round. And seeing how the final matches didn't actually occur, they decided to have the final phases of the training as well. The Chunin exams as well. The matches of Gaara versus Sasuke and Naruto versus Shikamaru, the winners of whom would face each other in the finals, were to happen. The match with Gaara versus Sasuke went pretty nicely, with in the end Gaara coming out victorious because of the chakra boost that he gets from Shukaku. And of course the match with Shikamaru and Naruto, Shikamaru simply laid down and said, yeah, this is not really worth it. I'm not going to be able to beat Naruto, considering the skills he's already shown. I forfeit. And simply walked away, Naruto looking pleased at Shikamaru's decision because he knew it would have been an insanely tough battle against Shikamaru, so he was glad that Shikamaru decided to forfeit the battle. After this unusual set of circumstances that happened, the battle with Naruto and Gaara takes place. A few hours later when Gaara is already recovered, and the battle goes down pretty epic. Naruto and Gaara, both of them are pretty evenly matched. Gaara has his sand to defend him from the early blows in the match, to which Naruto uses the water spear jutsu where water is created in forms of spike, kind of like the water dragon jutsu but without the dragon head, and just multiple spears going on around the user. Naruto uses these water spears to wet on the sand, making it difficult for Gaara to control it, after which Naruto kicked Gaara right through the sand, creating a bit of a leverage point and a bit of a momentum gain on Naruto's side. Naruto then went in with punches and kicks towards Gaara. Gaara, looking a bit confused at what is happening, decided to use a quick air jutsu, Gale Palm let's say, and created a bit of a distance between Naruto and himself. Gaara at this point uses another jutsu to to control the ground around Naruto, leading to a bunch of sand jumping up from Naruto's behind, grabbing him by the leg and catching him in a hold. Gaara at this point says, "Sand coffin," and gets Naruto in a lock which Naruto could not escape out of, but Naruto, being Naruto, had already placed a few kunais around the map, which he uses to teleport out of the sand coffin. Naruto, after the sand coffin, being pretty tired because the sand coffin did take out a bunch of energy from him because it's the sand coffin, looked at Gaara with a smirk and said, I mean, that was a good move, Gaara, but you didn't pay attention to the ground around you now, did you? Gaara looks surprised by this and then finds a bunch of Naruto clone popping up from the grounds, catching Gaara completely off guard and leading him to a Naruto barrage which gets Gaara down and out. The match is won by Naruto. After seeing the level of skill that was displayed by Naruto, Naruto quickly becomes prime candidate for tuning material alongside other people. But of course Naruto is from another village, so he's gonna be made Chunin in that village, whatever. Shit. Fuck you. The people who become Chunin throughout the tournament are gonna be Naruto, Gaara, Shikamaru, Sasuke. Who else could be considered a Chunin material throughout this? Ryum. Those are the people who are considered Chunin materials, and they are going to be made Chunin in their respective villages. After the tournament is finally properly over without anyone attacking them, the Kages return back to their villages with their entourage and their students. Naruto meets up with his friends one last time before they leave for who knows how long now, and bids his farewell. Sasuke, being a bit saddened that his friend is leaving one more time, says, "Hey, Naruto, the next time you come around, the results are gonna be much better than a 4-2. Naruto smiles at Sasuke and says, "Looking forward to it, man." And Shikamaru, Choji, Ino, Sasuke, Hinata even looking from behind a large tree like a bit of a stalker. I don't know, she was weird in the early days of Naruto. Bid their farewell to Naruto and they all go on to their merry ways. Danzo, being a bit of a fool, thinks,
"This is the only chance I have to get Naruto while he's outside the village. I need the fox inside of him. It would make a great addition to our army."
And Danzo decides to take 2 of his best men, 3 of his best men, 5 of his best, let's say 10 of his best men alongside him to attack Naruto, Axiom, Ryum, and Isu. I just realized I've not given Isu any shit. Fuck, I'm gonna have to do an episode on that guy now. Anyway, Danzo and his men ambushed Axiom, who had already sensed something was wrong with the area they were traveling through. Danzo's men ambushed Axiom with the fucking, you know, the guy, the Shino's relative. Shino's relative used bugs to try and poison the group, and Axiom, at which point used a shockwave jutsu, which was air-based, to blast every single bug out of the area, which does pop everyone else's ears. Axiom had to do that so that nobody was warned of this. This essentially completely depowers the guy, and he cannot really do much throughout the battle. Everybody else rushes out and trying to ambush Naruto, and Isu, Ryum, and Naruto all get in fighting stances, but Axiom simply says, "No, there is no need." "Lord Danzo, I wasn't expecting you to attack somebody, like this at least. Have you really become that desperate, Lord Danzo?" Danzo then comes out of the woodworks.
"Ah, Axiom, it has been far too long, you traitor."
"Lord Danzo, if I'm considered a traitor, what the fuck does that make you?" Danzo says,
"Well, aren't you quick on your tongue, you little brat? Kill him!"
The 10 people try to jump Axiom initially because he is the bigger threat, at which point everyone just sees multiple blue flashes, after which 10 dead bodies lay on the ground, bleeding from their necks. Danzo then smiles and says, "Well, you certainly haven't lost your touch, you twerp." Axiom, putting his sword back inside of his sheath, looks at Danzo and says, "What on earth are you planning, Lord Danzo? Why bring your best men to kill me, of all people? Are you trying to take Naruto for yourself? The Kyuubi's power? What are you trying to do, overthrow the 3rd Hokage?" Danzo smiles and says,
"Ah, you read me so well, kid. Too bad, too bad. Hiruzen is too much of a weakling. He does not know how to lead the village. Once I am done with you and I have that boy, Hiruzen shall fall."
Axiom then smiles and says, "You know, for all your talk about Lord Sarutobi being, well, not as good as he used to, you've certainly lost your touch, haven't you?" At which point Danzo quickly realizes that something's wrong, looks down, and his arm just falls off. Axiom had already cut his arm off during the initial slices that happened towards the men, and the arm with all of the Sharingans in it fell off. In case you're wondering why Danzo still has the Sharingan arm, he had Orochimaru craft him a arm that could potentially, fit other things on it, such as body parts that he might need, just in case. You never know, blah blah. He made up some bullshit to get Orochimaru to make his arm for him. Orochimaru made his arm, Danzo added the eyes.
Damn it. You're still as quick as ever.
Danzo feels a sword pointed towards his neck, and Axiom says, "Shut up, Lord Danzo. You've been annoying enough. Now, let me take that eye off of you." Danzo quickly tries to use the Koto Matsukami on Axiom. Axiom closes his eyes, punches Danzo in the face, revealing his Sharingan eye. With his eye still closed, he says, "Lord Danzo, you must be wondering how I knew of all this. Well, before your final moments, let me clear this. I have my ways of getting information. After all, you taught me well." Axiom plucks the eye out of Danzo's head and kicks Danzo to the ground, at which point a few other people come out of the woodworks who look like Anbu and take Danzo away. Axiom had already planned this because he had figured Danzo would try to get Naruto as he was out of the village, of his own village and out of the Leaf Village, so no protection other than Axiom. Danzo probably thought he could have used the Koto Matsukami on Axiom if everything else fails, but he already knew about the Koto Matsukami from a special someone. He had already informed the third Hokage what might happen. The third Hokage had sent some Anbu members to arrest Danzo whenever Axiom calls on it, and they did, and Danzo was taken away without any eyes and without an arm full of eyes. The arm full of eyes is also taken away by the Anbu members, while the Koto Matsukami eye still remains with Axiom. Axiom makes a shadow clone to escort Naruto and everyone else back into the Leaf Village for now, because they feel it might be the safest route, just in case. Axiom then disappears from the place, appearing behind a certain man wearing a black and red cloak, and says, "Itachi, I believe this eye belongs to you." Itachi looks at Axiom with a faint smile and says, "Lord Axiom, I thank you for this little favor of yours." Axiom says, "Well, it's no worries, Itachi. After all you've done for everyone, this was the least I could do. Plus, Shizui was always a good man. I would have hated it to see his legacy tarnished like this. Do whatever you want with this eye. It doesn't belong to me. I'll see you around, Itachi." And then Axiom disappears from Itachi's area, giving Itachi the eye, and going back to the Hidden Leaf to take Naruto and go back to the Waterfall Village with Anbu escort, just in case. And that is where we're going to be leaving this. I'm going to admit this episode didn't really delve into a whole bunch of things. It was mostly just to end the tournament arc and set up a few things for the future. It might not have been as interesting as all the other episodes, but the next episode is gonna contain the time skip, which might not be interesting as well. A few of these episodes are gonna be like this until we reach the war arc and some other shit. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next episode in about 3 days. Until then, peace out, stay happy, wear your seatbelts, drink water, and stay safe of the C virus, the virus that apparently gets you demonetized on YouTube. So yeah, stay safe guys, peace out.